We've got a fourth single from Black Orchid Empire. It's called Labrynth. I really don't need much of an intro for these guys anymore because they really just become such a staple on the channel. It's not often that I get around to reacting to every single from an album. Usually I like to save some singles for the album to come out so I can really get the full experience because I prefer an album reaction personally. But we haven't gotten an album announcement from these guys. They've said it's coming or they've at least hinted towards it, but these are just such replayable bangers that they keep putting out, and they're so incredibly consistent that I just don't want to wait to hear their music. I just got to check it out as soon as it comes out. This, from what I understand, is looking like the longest of the singles. Mirror Man might be a little bit longer, but I'm really excited to check it out. I really got nothing else to say except that if you haven't heard them or you haven't heard their other singles on this cycle, go check them out. It's just fantastic, consistent, heavy progressive metal, great clean vocals, great melodies, tight song structures, really everything you'd want in a more modern band. Let's just go see what kind of riffs they're bringing today. They always start off with a riff. I just gotta brace myself every reaction to these guys. Got a slower chuggy song. Every time they hit a just hits. Deny the Sun chorus. You got them in Mirror Man. It just works with their like gritty tone. It's so dirty. Feel like you need to like scrub it off almost, and that's what makes it so satisfying.
I know you're hunting for me. In the center of a nightmare. Our gods have abandoned.
Oh, what's the time signature here?
I'm a part of the maze. Is there anybody out there? Defile the sanctum. I don't really wanna know myself.
Oh,
Vices, find another way to face them. You don't really wanna know just why I hide myself away.
I can't count this, and I don't usually say that. I'm really trying to figure it out as it's going. I feel like it's changing as it's going. Like, it just skipped a couple downbeats, or it was just hitting a few offbeats at first. I thought like it was like a little 7/8 thing back into a 4/4. I think it's more complicated than that, which is really cool. I'm actually really happy they're doing that because the singles have been pretty simple so far. There's been nothing wrong with them. Just, I was hoping for something a little bit more expansive, and this is sounding like that so far. This is very interesting. I really like how kind of subdued the mix is in that first part of the verse, making this pop more.
They're making a monster of me. Run away from here.
They're so good at chorus writing.
Monster of me. Run away.
Wow. Yup.
Away from here.
That's reminding me of more of their choruses from their third album.
I never wanted to be
Oh, halftime verse.
the twilight of the night shade. They failed when they made us. If I could teach you to sleep, then I can win the mind games. I'm gone when you wake up.
Yeah, actually it is. It's some 4/4 and then a 7/8, I believe.
Find another way to face.
That chord change is sick.
You don't really wanna know just why I hide myself away.
Chorus again.
They're making a monster of me.
This one has a really nice cadence.
Run away from here. They're making
It's very much the Black Orchid formula, but it has a freshness to it. Wow. You hear that synth?
I hope
This is in 7/8 as well.
Falling over once again, silent running in the wind. Focus on the innocent, navigate the darkest part of me.
Oh my god. What? Ooh. Oh. Yes. 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 I needed this today. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think that bridge section in the middle might be the best part of a song that they've written so far, at least that I've heard. I'm pretty sure I've heard all their songs by now. It's just so well constructed, that whole build-up, and it made the riff feel a lot more rewarding. They often have kind of a mini breakdown section in their songs and kind of plays a bit off of the structure and the riffs from the songs so far. It's like a bit familiar, but not necessarily the same rhythm or anything. Maybe they'll change time a little bit. But having that whole drawn-out bridge section that was building up with that really cool descending bass part, and then that synth was so menacing. Felt kind of dystopian in a way. Very interesting mood, the pairing of the bass melody and the synth's atmosphere. Something that I haven't heard them do, and I don't really know if I've heard a contrast between those two instruments like that in a while. This was really awesome to hear that. And I could just be being a biased drummer too, but the switch-ups and the modulations of the drum parts were sick. Like you're starting off on the hi-hat and then the dynamic control and the delicacy of that little ride groove and then going into the open hi-hat on the offbeats. That's really what was building up and elevating the whole section, because you know, that paired with the vocals, the bass and the synth that was holding it down wasn't really changing all that much. But as I was saying, they often do these breakdowns, and the one in this song felt way more warranted and a lot more rewarding after that whole section. And then whatever the hell that synth was that came in during the breakdown, that squealing like siren thing, I don't know what it felt like, honestly. I really think I need to look into the lyrics of this song. I know it was a lyric video going on here. I wasn't really looking at that. I was really trying to get into the experience of the music, but that was insane. Like the contrast of that over the riff was so cool. I am huge on other instruments, solos, melodies on like synth and guitar and stuff going over a breakdown. I think that's so awesome and not utilized enough. So that was really cool to see them do as well. And I thought the chorus was really solid. It wasn't overly poppy or anything, overly produced. It was nicely paced. The chorus, it's one that reminds me of some of their older material. I think easier to sing, easier to get into. And then the timing, the switch ups into the little 7/8 transitions during the verses, and then the key changes in some of the transitions, it makes it so you're kind of don't really know where they're going to go, and it sets them up well for transitions because there's not always a defined downbeat or a part. You know, once we got to the second verse, I wasn't like, all right, well, we're about to transition right here, and it gave them the leeway to go into those different sections, and it made the bridge not feel lost, if that makes sense, because usually their song structures are really nailed in to the point where I kind of wish sometimes, I'm like, oh, I wish they could expand this a little bit more. It almost wouldn't make sense because the songwriting is so tight that you just have these, you know, the verse, the chorus, the mini bridge, and it all just works really well. But this song is much more progressive and expansive, and I thought it was fantastic. The opening and closing riff as well. Trademark of theirs with those bends and the slower chugs, and thought it was fantastic. I think it might be the best single that we've gotten in this cycle so far. Now all that's left is this album announcement, guys. Where is it? Bring it on. Just bring it. Bring a tour to US while you're at it as well, but I need this next album because I think all of theirs just keep getting better. If you go listen to their discography, they're just becoming better and better songwriters. And I'm really excited to hopefully finally get an album from them next year. Just praying. Fingers crossed on that. Labrynth is a successful banger, and let me know what you guys thought of the track compared to the other singles. I think it might be the best one. I'll see you guys next time.